Hello and welcome back to Tommy's Top Shelf Comics. I'm Tommy, joined by Murphy.
Hello.
We got a new top five, new week, new top five. This is November 9th, 2022. Almost the end of the year.
Almost.
But, uh, yeah, so we have this week's comics. But before we hop into the comics, I want to talk about our new Instagram. So, giveaways and stuff, if you want to follow that stuff, go follow us on Instagram, Tommy's Top Shelf Comics. Murphy's going to be running that. So he's going to be posting a bunch of comic stuff. So
News and all sorts of fun stuff and links to videos and updates about
Can you do
pretty
that
much
yet
everything
in
we're
Instagram?
doing.
Can you link
What?
videos? Can you link videos? Or is it just the bio?
You have to put it like in your bio.
Yeah.
So that's that. But yeah, so we'll have that up and running. So go follow us over there, and that's where you'll get all the news about what we have coming up and specifically giveaways.
Yeah. So cool stuff. Cool stuff. Honorary mention this week is Sabretooth and the Exiles. There's a lot of good stuff this week, so we had to do an honorary sixth.
This is one I've been like real excited for too, just because like the first thing the mutants did when they established their own council in their own country was like make an example out of Sabretooth.
Right.
Throw him right in the pit. So now he's out, and I mean, he's probably just going to raise hell. So, and I mean, honestly, all the X-Men stuff is good.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Like,
I'll
pick up.
Yeah.
I would pick up any X-Men book at this point just to see what's going on, because the world they're building is, I mean, it's still being built and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's super. Yeah, I really like the direction it's been pretty consistent too.
Oh yeah.
Is this a Stegman cover? Is that?
It looks like it.
Yeah. I can see the signature in the top right.
Stegman.
Cool.
But so that's just our honorary mention for the week. But we're gonna start in with number 5, which is gonna be Spider-Man: The Lost Hunt, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it's called Hunted. The origins of Craven finally revealed. J.M. DeMatteis comes to spin new webs within the past, this time partnered with artist Eder Messias. Revealing secrets and answering mysteries Spidey fans have been waiting for, prepared to explore the depths of what made Craven the Hunter the powerhouse villain he was. As Peter Parker and Mary Jane prepare for their new lives in Portland, a man from Craven's past stalks them. Who is this mystery man, and what does he want with Spider-Man? Find out when we return to the time period after Spider-Man: The Final Adventure, when Peter Parker was powerless. So this is going to be fun.
So
I mean,
this is non-canon right now, right? Or it's just a different time?
So I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Because all his stuff happens in the past.
Right.
Like,
True.
They only bring back JM for, like, that stuff. Like, he did the Ben Reilly series recently.
Right.
But originally, he did Craven's Last Hunt. So he's not a newcomer to Spider-Man stories.
Right.
So I would assume that it's at least somewhat canon.
Okay.
You know?
Maybe a different timeline.
Just different. Yeah, it's a little bit of a different world. But all the same, it's going to be a fun one to pick up. And for Spider-Man fans, we out here.
Another Spider book.
Always more books. That's fine by me.
Moving on to our number 4, The Knight and the Lady of Play. This is by Jonathan Luna. He returns with another one-shot illustrated in graphite, which seems really cool. After a war with demons, Knight Signor Vincenzo is traveling home to his wife in Italy. In a swamp, he comes across a mysterious hypnotic woman, Moda, who tempts him to stay with her. So I really like Jonathan Luna. When I was first getting into like image books, was shortly before Alex and Ada came out, and that's one that I picked up from start to finish and just thoroughly enjoyed. Like, couldn't wait for each issue. Like, I like his storytelling, and then to find out it's just a one shot, like I can just pick this up and that's it. And that it's all illustrated in graphite just seems different.
Yeah, that sounds pretty sweet. That's an awesome cover,
right?
like just an awesome cover.
Yeah.
So Jonathan Luna does the art and the story, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's an impressive thing when anyone does that with whether it be a creator owned or, you know, major project. Like anytime a writer does the art too, I feel like the story is just way more complete.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Moving on to number 3, we have Wildcats number 1.
So this one is spinning off from the pages of Batman comes a sense-shattering new series. The Halo Corporation has gathered a motley crew of operatives led by Cole Grifter Cash, who are going to make the world a better place, no matter who they have to kill. Working in the shadows of the DC universe, this new covert team has been tasked with gathering an elite group of scientists for the first phase of their plan. But the cats must. Oh man, Ed, we're gonna have to
What?
edit that. I got an ad that popped up right as I was reading.
No, no, Murphy, I don't edit this. This is staying in.
All right, that's fair. It really cut me off right there. Like I was going in for the home stretch. But the cat's mysterious leader, Void, might have other plans. So, I mean, it seems like it's going to be just like Suicide Squad without bombs.
Yeah, and not
Which is,
government. But
yeah, not government exactly. Well, we don't know. There's always some government.
sure, sure.
But I do love that Grifter has like it just stayed around.
Yeah, and well, I mean, it's Wildcats are now canon with DC Universe.
Yeah,
Like
that's true.
it's just it's introducing all these cool characters from the 90s to which I'm super excited about because remember when I was talking about a while ago a lot of image books that I found in really good condition that were all for $2.
Hmm.
There's a lot of
And you
Wildcats
got a
books in there.
Wildcats.
There's a bunch in there. Yeah.
Yeah, so I never really read Wildcats.
It's 90s fuel.
Yeah, that's what I know about. Like I've read some of it, but
Yeah.
like that's what I know about it. Um, but I did see a lot of cool Wildcats issues when I was dealing with Mark's collection.
Hmm.
Um, but no, I'd definitely be interested in this. I mean, you know me, I love things that it's like fun, action packed,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. Yeah.
if it's like a '90s comic, it's gonna be a little action packed.
Yeah. There's even a nice like 90s variant, the 1 in 50.
The one
It's
in
very
50s.
90s.
I always want to go for it. You know, like
But moving on to our number 3, we have It's Lonely at the Center of the Earth. So, this is not a single issue, this is actually a graphic novel, but I have been following zoe-thorogood on Twitter for quite a while, and I've been really looking forward to this coming out. It's an autobiographic novel. Cartoonist zoe-thorogood records 6 months of her own life as it falls apart in a desperate attempt to put it back together again in the only way she knows how. It's lonely at the center of the earth, in an intimate and meta-narrative look into the life of a selfish artist who must create for her own survival. So,
n- now, quick disclaimer though, this actually is not out this week. It is out on the 15th,
sure.
so that's next week. But we just wanted to give people, you know, a chance to,
It
you
it
know,
no,
get a
it
hold of it.
in comic book stores. It is out this week.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I'm picking up my copy this week.
Oh, nice. Never mind. Well, then
Now you have me.
disregard,
I thought I
disregard
checked.
disclaimer.
Hold on, hold on. But
I mean, it seems fun. Is it going to be like a COVID story? You think?
yeah, I mean, I think it is somewhat recent.
Right? I
Yep.
mean, if
Yeah, it
she's
is. Yeah, you can pick it up this week at a comic shop.
this week, okay. Never mind then. Sorry, people. No. So I mean, the opportunities that she probably has to like write with this
Hmm.
are probably pretty crazy. Like we all know what it was like you know, during shutdown and all that stuff. And I'm sure that being a wild creative is probably makes that even more difficult.
Right. And then, so how we were talking about the Jonathan Luna book, how he drew and wrote it, that's what she did here.
Nice. So, has do you know if she's written anything else?
Not this is the first book I've seen of hers, but
Oh,
uh,
cool.
I
I'm
can take a
excited to pick
quick
it up,
look.
see if I'm always down for new things.
Yeah, it looks like there's one other book called Billy Scott.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. I'll have to check them out.
Came out in June of this year. So
Oh, so she's on you know,
the new wave.
working.
Yeah. No, I'm very excited about this. But moving on to our number one, we have Amazing Spider-Man number 13.
Spider-Man week. We have too many Batman weeks and all that
Fair.
stuff.
It's fair.
Let's go
It's
back
fair.
to the Spider-Man weeks.
Well, we got one. We got one.
So this is going to be Amazing Spider-Man 13. So its Hobgoblin's story comes to a chilling end, and no one is going to be rocked harder by it than Norman Osborn. Witness the birth of the Gold Goblin. What does this mean for our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? Oh man, I'm so pumped. So we don't really know who's going to be the Gold Goblin, but we've known for a couple months now that he's going to have his own series. Is going to be heavily
Do we know when that comes out?
involved in, I think, December.
Okay.
Pretty sure it should be any coming up any week now. Um, but it's going to also spin into the Dark Web series or
Okay.
event, which is going
Mhm.
to combine X-Men and Spider-Man and
Cool.
bring back Ben Riley as Chasm.
Cool.
Now that that's over. So I'm real excited about this one, and I'm just getting ready for when they finally explain everything that's happening. Because like
Why woke
Spider-Man's
up in
in
a
such
pit?
a yeah, like Spider-Man's in such a weird spot these days. Like fighting the Hobgoblin again, saving Norman Osborn, working with Norman Osborn. Like Zeb Wells told me at Comic Con that he's working on it. So I think that it's going to be like right after Dark Web is when we're going to start finding out more of like Zeb's plan.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the start of that, especially with Gold Goblin, who I mean is probably Norman Osborn.
So is this like a first appearance then?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not 100% certain on that, but um, I know where 12 left off. It felt like this could be the first appearance of something.
Cool.
If you haven't kept up with Spider-Man though, it is very good. Especially
I'm
when they have Ramita Jr. actually do all the art, not just the covers, because he takes breaks.
sure.
But the last one, issue 12, there was some stuff that he drew with Hobgoblin that I loved.
Yeah. No, I do have to go back and catch up. I was catching up on all the Bat books.
Oh yeah, I
And
mean
then I
now
was now I'm also I got a hook catching up on Nice House on the Lake.
yeah, because
So
that's almost over now,
yeah, yeah. So I wanted to catch
right?
up and get because I think this week is it this week or
11 is
is
issue 11 is
11's
this
this
week.
week? So next month it'll wrap up.
It'll be the last issue.
Yep.
But well, we'll have to talk about that one. I've been meaning to read that one. I still
It's
haven't gotten to it.
interesting. So it's there are pages. So you'll figure out what kind of comic books I like. I don't like large chunks of text. I don't like opening up a comic and it being like a book of text. And there are some pages in this that are just a book of text. It's really good,
Well,
but
I
it's
mean that's tiny in though.
I know
Like,
exactly. Yeah, I
I
know.
mean, look at Department of Truth. I
I
had to
know.
take a break I couldn't even look at a screen for 2 days after I binged 10 issues of that. I was like, this is so much reading. Like,
But yeah, so it's more of that.
oh well. I mean,
But it is very fascinating and it's very
when the author
moving.
does it right, I think that works. But a
Mhm.
lot of times it's not done right.
It is done right. It's just exhausting and
Yeah,
not always in the
you
mood for
gotta
it.
you gotta put your like smart hat on.
Yeah, exactly.
I
And
I
when I'm
did
going
see
to
a
bed,
statistic,
I can't have my smart hat on.
right? I did see a statistic recently that comic books have like more difficult words per like 100 than any novels. It's like per 100 it's like 10 difficult words in comics.
Now, does that include the difficult names?
Oh, well, yeah.
So I
No, you gotta keep
mean,
those separate. That's different.
is
All
no,
I'm
but
saying
does
is get your kids to read comics, all right?
oh,
Like
absolutely,
it grows your
absolutely,
vocabulary, maybe not your pronunciation, but your vocabulary.
absolutely. Cool. Well, I think that does it for us this week. So follow us again on Instagram. If you haven't subscribed to the new channel, we're a new channel now. So if you're seeing this video and you're thinking we're on Tommy's Top Picks, we're on a new channel. It's called Tommy's Top Shelf Comics. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring the bell so you get a notification every time the new comic video comes out. And follow us on Instagram at Tommy's Top Shelf Comics so you can hear about our giveaways and random comic book stuff that we are doing.
Now, also, we haven't shown pictures of the giveaways, but those will be going out uh, with the new Instagram.
Cool.
So we'll have pictures of those up too, so you can see what you're subscribing for.
Yep, absolutely. All right. Well, until next week, we will catch you guys later.
See ya.